The reason why you cannot break past $20,000 a month, you don't need more leads and you probably don't need more skill. It's just that you don't understand that you're bringing baggage to the calls. Think about it. When you speak to your prospects, right, a lot of the time you're going to be speaking to old scar tissue wounds. So you haven't healed your own wounds. When you come to a call and a prospect says something and it triggers you, right, you've now created an emotional reaction. They might say to you, they want to think about it. Oh, that's a lot of money. But if you're coming into the call with a conscious level of anxiousness, fear, you need to close that deal because you need to pay your bills. Your prospects are going to feel it and they're going to stay guarded. So you need to be able to heal yourself first. And you might say, well, James, how do I do that? It's by doing the internal work. It's by actually working on yourself. The moment that you know you're going into a call to truly help and serve someone, and you're completely detached and you don't care what the outcome is, that's when you know that you've won. But if you're like someone who is there just to make a commission check and you don't care about the outcome, you don't care if they get the results in the program that they invest in, then you're someone who's not going to last, because eventually you'll run out of steam. But if you know deep down that you want to get better, how do you heal the scar tissue? And you need to find someone that can have a deep, meaningful conversation with you, just like you have with your prospects in the discovery. And you can actually share what's going on in your world, not what your goals are, but what is actually stopping you from hitting your goals. Because a lot of the time, closers have an identity crisis. They're wearing a mask themselves. They've just had a 10K month. They feel like they don't need to learn anything else now. Now they're coming into the call at a place of desire, ego. Now they're completely out of sync with that prospect because they don't realize the conscious state that they're coming in is fear. So when you're speaking a language of 10K a month and it's like it's nothing and they're only making 2.5K a month, you can't just shift their paradigm in the first 3 minutes because you're at an egotistical desire of like, oh, I've just made 10K last month. It's easy to be able to get into this online world and make more money. Yeah? The conversation is completely out of sync. So when you understand that someone's coming in from a conscious place of fear, right? What do you think is going to come up at the end of your calls? Fear. So now you need to understand the language of what they're saying. So how long is it that you've been wanting to get into high ticket remote sales? Well, I've been looking into it now for the last 2 years. What does that tell you? This person is anxious. This person is fearful. This person procrastinates. There's a high chance that you're going to get the same objection at the end of the call. I just need to think about it. They're going to give you the fear. Oh, maybe the right time is not now. I need to wait 3 or 4 months. So if you don't deal with that at the start of the call and go, oh, okay, wow, like you've been wanting to do this for 2 years, like what stopped you? Oh, wow, you know, it's just, is this actually real? Is this something that I could even do? And now all of a sudden you actually understand the language patterns of what they're saying. What do you mean? Is it something that you can actually do? I'm sure that you've seen other people that have been able to do this with actually less skill than you. Where's that coming from? And now they're going to tell you about an experience that they've had with maybe something else, which is called a belief that they're holding on to. They're holding on to a past experience that has created trauma, which has created a wound that has been opened. So they're not healed. So why are they going to trust you if they're bringing in open scars? You need to say, well, look, man, how much longer do you want to hold on to that fear, that feeling of being burnt in the past? Do you believe it's actually serving you and helping you get towards your goals? Well, no. So let's just calculate this, right? You're making 2.5K at the moment, right? And you want to get to 10K, and you've been wanting to get into high ticket remote sales for the last 2 years. How much money have you actually left on the table? Let's just do some quick maths. That's nearly $200,000 that you've left on the table. How do you feel now? What happens if you wait another year to get into high ticket sales? That's another 100K that you're leaving on the table. So I appreciate there might be a little bit of fear. But success is always going to be right outside of your comfort zone, John. So how much money do you want to carry on leaving the table so that you can't give your family a better quality of life? Because as you said, your daughter and your family, they deserve more. Now you're getting them to understand, right, their language patterns that they're speaking is the reason why they're still stuck in the same situation and they're still getting the same outcome every single year. So unless they change their thinking pattern, they're always going to get the same outcome, because energy is real. What they speak out into the universe, they'll get more of. So they need someone like you, is healed, has the conviction, has the confidence, has the belief that they can actually go out there and help them. But the question is, what state are you going into the call with your own consciousness? Because if you're going there anxious and fear, like I said at the start, you are going to get exactly that at the end of your call. So you need to be coming from a place of courage. Someone who has absolute conviction in what they're selling can actually get them the outcome that they want. And this is why I built RSA. Because I've been in face-to-face sales for over 10 years, and I've been in remote sales now for 4 years. And I've done over $12 million. That's why I can sit here with absolute conviction, knowing that I can actually change people's lives. One, if they follow our 3-step process. You need to get professional training so that we can get you interview ready so you can get hired. Because we give you all the job opportunities, 30 plus a day. And then you're going to get paid. Sounds easy, right? But most people will get to a 10K a month and they will think that they've arrived. But you need to carry on getting training. And this is exactly why I'm a sales coach. And I even have my own mentor myself, because I always want to learn, always have a student mindset. So ask yourself this. If you're watching this video and you've got to the end, you are someone that wants to make a change. But if you're serious, click the button below. Let's have a conversation. Let's see how we can work on fixing your scarred wounds so you can actually go out there and serve and help more people so you can make more income for yourself and your family. But most of all, help your prospects get out of their own way and reach their full potential.